Hi, so welcome to this week's Love Food Ibiza with me, Tess Prince. As you can see, we're in the most magical part of the island, Cala'D'Hort. So what we're going to do today is make an incredible paella. I've decided to call on a really good friend of mine, Alberto at Carmen, and with his long and loyal chef of 30 years, Joanne, who I think makes the best paella on the island. To make it super special, we've decided that we're going to take it actually outside. I've asked the kind permission of a local fisherman for his fishing hut, so we're going to do it up on his roof. It's going to be incredible. So here we go, let's go and get Alberto and Joanne.
This is Joanne, our chef. Juan.
Hola,
¿Qué tal? 30 years working in the paellas here in Cala'D'Hort.
you are Mr. Paella.
Mr. Paella.
Yeah. This season we made a lot of paellas this season. Now we are finishing the season, and it's a good time to have a relaxing day.
Here we are, and look at these incredible ingredients that you've prepared.
This is what we need to make the typical paella from Cala'D'Hort.
And this is going to be your house speciality.
Yes, this is the first paella we made. The Spanish paella was with meat and seafood.
Yes.
And with the fish stew, fish soup.
Yes.
And it tastes like the sea, but we had the chicken from Ibiza as well. We start with the sofrito.
This is the secret ingredient, isn't it?
This is one of the things is not in the paellas in other places.
Wow.
Our tradition here is we put the last thing. When the soup boils, we put the rice.
Oh, that smells divine.
Yes. So we need now
That's the calamari.
We need the calamaris.
Yeah.
Toma, for you.
The tibia?
Be careful. Pimiento.
And pimento.
Pimiento, pepper.
Thank you.
It's the magical. I think something magnetic the vedra has.
Yes.
Something.
It draws you.
Yes.
But it's always, even on a sunny day, there's always like a mystical presence around it. It's
a good
spectacular.
president of Cala'D'Hort. Exacto.
Tomato. Pollo.
Oh, and this is already cooked. So you've used local chicken for this dish?
Yeah, this is the local chicken, the pollo paellés.
This is the magic.
Picada.
They will throw me over the edge at the end to protect it. Wow.
The sofrito is very important in the paella. It has to be brown.
But you've got a really nice, dark, rich colour now.
Yes.
Parsley.
Parsley.
So back in.
Okay.
That looks beautiful. Ready for the stock?
All the cup, no?
Total?
Total.
Wow.
Good job, Tess. This is la fallera.
La Farea, yeah.
La fallera.
Oh, I'm a paella chef. So you're doing what you love, and it's clear with what you're producing. It's like art, and you can see the passion.
Yes, I think, we think El Carmen is a happiness factory as well, and to make the people happy, we have to put all of we can and try to do your best every day. Give me five. I think this is ready. You can go to the table and we come with the paella.
I've made a super romantic table for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, this the first plate for Tess.
The best paella in Ibiza, El Carmen. I hope you don't mind, but I made a phone call to Josefina, your wife, because I want to make a dessert for you. But she said desserts are off the menu. Is that true?
Yes. She says me just fruit, just banana or apples, nothing else.
And I said, look, what is your favourite? And she said you love chocolate and coconut. So here we are back home, and I'm going to be making a really rich, decadent and indulgent chocolate coconut mousse cake. The first stage of this recipe is to make the base. So into the blender, I've got 100 grams of blanched almonds, 100 grams of hazelnuts, 50 grams of unsalted pistachios. Oh, love them. And then we're going to give that a quick whiz. You want it kind of a sandy consistency with a few lumps in it. Now in go the medjool dates, and next we've got the raw cacao. To bind that all together, I've got some date syrup, so we're going to give that a whiz. And just before we put the date mix in, I'm going to put in the coconuts. So I've just added the coconut to the nut mix, and now we're going to add the date. So after a lot of wrist action, I've got my lovely blended base. You've really got to work it right down into the corners. It does take quite a while just to get it nice and even. So for the next part, it's making the filling. So these tins of coconut milk have been in the fridge overnight, and what happens, you get a separation of the coconut water and cream, and what you're getting is just the coconut water, and then you're going to be left with about 1/3 of a tin of coconut cream at the bottom, and then pour into a blender and give that good mix till it's nice and stiff. So the next part is the melted chocolate. So I've got that on a really light simmer, and I have raw cacao, so that's sugar-free, and that's 200 grams. Just to add a little bit of sweetness, I'm gonna put in some date syrup. And also, to add a beautiful depth of flavour, I'm gonna put some organic vanilla paste into the mixture. So that's lovely and melted. I'm gonna take it off the heat and get it down to room temperature, and then we'll grab the coconut cream from the fridge, and then we'll mix those two together. So I've got my base out of the freezer, and the next bit is to incorporate the chocolate mixture with the whipped coconut cream. It's important to just spoon off some of the coconut mixture into a separate bowl, because I will use that to decorate the top of the cake with later. We're going to incorporate this chocolate delight into the cream, and then I'll put it back under the blender. So the chocolate date mixture is incorporated lovely with the coconut cream. That is honestly chocolate heaven in a bowl. So pour that into the base. Give it a gentle move from side to side. So to make a really super pretty decoration on the top, I've got my reserve cream. I'm going to really gently do a few little drops across the top, and then take a skewer, or you can even use the end of a pointed knife, and then just run it through all of the dots. So there you have it. Put that in the fridge or the freezer, and you can actually serve it straight from the freezer, and it's so indulgent. You can just make that for yourself as a treat and just dig into it whenever you need a chocolate fix. That was another magical episode of Love Food Ibiza, and I came here to Esvedra, Cala'D'Hort, Al Carmen, to find out what the best paella on the island is. And I was looking for a magic ingredient, but I can safely say the magic ingredient is love and passion, and that's what they have in abundance. So full recipes for today will be found on the website lovefoodibiza.com.